The Cretaceous sun beat down on the swampy delta, its heat shimmering off stagnant pools where giant dragonflies hummed. The reek of rotting vegetation and sulfurous mud choked the air, and in the center of it all, two living mountains of scale and fury faced each other across the bloodied water. The Tyrannosaurus came first, tons of pure predatory arrogance, her golden eyes burning with territorial rage. The scar running from her brow to jaw spoke of countless battles won. The Spinosaurus answered without sound, his sail cutting the humid air like a jagged blade, webbed claws flexing in anticipation. The catfish he'd been hunting still twitched in the mud between them. The T-Rex struck first. A thunderous charge sent waves of brackish water crashing as she lunged, her banana-sized teeth aiming for the Spinosaurus' throat. The River King twisted at the last instant, his elongated snout whipping around to clamp on the Rex's forearm. Bone crunched. Blood fountained. The Tyrannosaur's answering roar shook fronds from distant palms. They broke apart, circling. The Rex's left arm hung useless, tendons snapping like overstretched cords as she flexed it. The Spinosaur's jaw dripped crimson, one tooth embedded deep in his opponent's flesh. Round two was the water's turn. The Spinosaur retreated into deeper channels. His territory now, the Rex followed, her massive legs churning mud as the riverbed dropped away beneath her. When the Spinosaur surged upward, it was with the full force of the delta behind him, a living torpedo of scale and muscle. Its claws found purchase in the Rex's belly. Hot ropes of intestines spilled into the water as the Tyrannosaur staggered back. The Spinosaur pressed his advantage, jaws clamping on her thighs, shaking like a crocodile dismembering prey. Blood turned the water opaque. But the Rex had survived worse. With a convulsive twist, she brought her good arm around, talons raking the Spinosaur's sail. The fragile bone structure shattered under the blow, collapsing like a snapped mast. The River King screamed, a sound no living creature had heard before as he recoiled. Now it was the Rex's turn to charge. She came in low, avoiding the crippled sail, her jaws finding the Spinosaur's neck. The crunch echoed across epochs. For 3 terrible seconds, the Spinosaur thrashed, his claws scoring deep grooves in the Rex's flanks. Then silence. The River King went limp. Victory came at a cost. The Rex staggered onto the riverbank, her breath coming in wet, ragged gasps. The Spinosaur's claws had opened her belly, exposing glistening muscle and the occasional flash of bone. One eye was swollen shut from a lucky swipe. Yet still she stood, her massive tail clearing a bloody semicircle in the mudda, warning to any scavengers watching from the trees. They came anyway. First, the small pterosaurs, brave or stupid enough to dart in for quick bites. Then, the dromaeosaurs, their sickle claws clicking against the Spinosaur's hide as they tested the Rex's patience. A crocodile the size of a bus slid into the water, its eyes fixed on the prize. The Rex roared, spraying blood and saliva. The scavengers scattered for now. Every step sent agony through the Rex's ravaged body. Every breath tasted of iron and defeat. But she walked. Through the ferns, through the pain, through the gathering dark. The tyrant's wounds, somewhere ahead lay her territory, her nest, her young. And she would see them again or die trying. Millions of years later, paleontologists would find the evidence. Fossilized vertebrae with bite marks matching T-Rex teeth. A shattered Spinosaur sail with claw marks no crocodile could make. Rib bones showing healed fractures from battles long past. And in the stone between them, the faintest impression of a struggle written in blood and bone. The earth remembers its wars. Even those fought before men walked. Back in the Cretaceous, the delta returned to normal. The scavengers picked the Spinosaur clean. The crocodiles grew fat. And far inland, a wounded tyrant licked her wounds beside a nest of eggs, her remaining eyes scanning the horizon for new threats. Nature had no victors, only survivors. And the endless bloody wheel of life and death kept turning.